Welcome back to a very special episode of Party XP. I'm your host, Jeff, and joining me as always is Lakan. Say hi, Lakan.
All right, Lakan. This is it.
We made it.
We actually did it.
100 episodes.
We made it further than a lot of podcasts.
We did. We have.
I was looking on the Spotify creators page. You know, we talked about it in a previous anniversary episode, or yeah, because we never had a milestone episode exactly, but we have had anniversary episodes and year-end recaps. I was looking at the stats for podcasts that actually make to 100 episodes.
We did it.
Yeah, look at us.
Now pay us, Spotify.
Please.
Just ignore episode 98 and just pay us. All right? I'll delete it if you pay us. How about that?
A little something, please. Not on my knees, but I'm asking pretty aggressively at this point.
Or, if you're another podcast host out there or another podcast hosting platform out there and you want to pay us,
we'll sell out.
I'll double down on Spotify. Hatred.
Exclusivity deal. We're looking for it. Whatever Joe Rogan got, give me 2% of that. I'll take it, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say an eighth of that.
I'll gladly take that.
Just let us do this for our job.
Yeah, we're basically the Joe Rogans of video game podcasts.
According to all the SEO emails I get, yes.
Is it really that targeted at this point?
Yeah, I mean, we are the third highest rated podcast for cooking companions.
We're killing it. We're fucking killing it.
Yeah, go scroll all the way down to listen to that, episode 3 or episode 2, I think it is.
But yeah, this is the 100th episode. So I don't think I'm surprised that we got here, but it feels good that we actually got here and actually committed to something like this long.
With the way things have been going the last year and a half, I am surprised we did get here.
Really? Yeah, it's been pretty wild, honestly.
Being a parent is exhausting.
Yeah, I get it, bro. I get it. And I've been trying to do stuff. I've been doing stuff as well. Don't judge me.
I know you have.
But yeah, 100th episode. Obviously, Jeff and I are here in person. We get to do another in-person recording. It's been a while since we've been able to do this again. And we, of course, we have to do it every time we have some sort of special.
For sure.
And so we actually reached out to our audience on a couple different platforms, and we got you guys to send in a couple questions. We also had a bunch that I kind of brewed up and looked for some I guess standards, some basic stuff you can always ask anybody else for our anniversary episode. Oh, this is our anniversary, Jeff.
Right, we made it. Kinda, I guess.
Yeah, we're here.
I mean, we've had multiple anniversaries.
Oh, true. Yeah, you're right.
This is just the 100th
this
time.
one, yeah, I mean, this one's a big one.
It is. It is. It's a big milestone.
And it's near the end of the year too. On top of it,
Right.
it just kind of wraps up nice and pretty for
Right.
us. This is gonna be a relatively relaxed one. We got a couple questions we're gonna go through here from you guys, from the internets, conjured up ourselves, and we're just gonna chat and it's basically a thank you to you guys. Genuinely a very big thank you guys for all the support we've had over the last 2.5 years now at this point, almost
over 3 years.
Over 3 years now. Yeah, at this point.
Yeah, we did the 3-year anniversary.
We had our 4th year next spring. So
Jesus.
yeah, big deal for us. That's why we reached out to you guys to ask us
Mhm.
stuff and hear from you guys and hopefully you enjoy our rambling.
Yeah, I mean, this is just gonna be like an AMA. It's just gonna be an Ask Us Anything sort of thing.
A little worried initially. I was like, do we have enough listeners for this?
Apparently we do.
Apparently we do. So guys, again, thank you
Thanks.
guys for tuning in for us.
For sure.
Do you want to start with theirs, or you want to start with some of the stuff that I kind of pulled up here?
Yeah, so I put out a the app NGL, right?
Mhm.
Everybody out there. So it's like that anonymous questioning app. So we did get a bunch of questions from there. And then like you said, Lakan did conjure some up. So I'll start with one here. You got a good vibe.
Just that's not a question.
So the app sends you questions in the beginning to get you started.
Oh, okay.
I just thought it'd be funny to be like, how tall are you? Are you? Literally just are you?
Just are you?
How tall are you?
I stand at a commanding 5'6".
I am 6 foot on the dot. Who do you like?
I like Jeff.
I like Lakan.
They're good peoples.
I like all my friends and my family.
Yeah.
My child.
I mean, Jeff's married, so there's that. So
Right.
I'm still single, so I like most people, I guess.
Right.
Anyone who gives me attention.
Right.
I'm so alone.
Well, this might help you. What's your fave song?
Just what's my fave song?
What's your fave song?
Okay. Oh shit! I honestly every time this gets asked, I'm always like, "Ooh, do I go with the nerdy bullshit or do I go with first instinct?" And I'm like, honestly, anything from Newfound Glory.
Right. I think if I have to boil it down to one song that always makes me happy, it's Almost Easy by Avenged Sevenfold. I think that's the only
yeah.
it always makes me happy to hear it.
That is a solid
Yep.
jam for me. If I always got first instinct, it's always something from like the Catalyst album from Newfound Glory.
Yeah.
You know, like All Downhill from Here,
Mhm.
or this disaster. Like,
Yeah.
My Friends Over You, Newfound Glory. That's usually like my go-to for like karaoke
Yep.
or like if I'm just kind of jamming in the car.
Yep.
First instinct is like I can just belt this out of the top of my
Yep.
lungs. But right now I've been on an epic kick. It's like a musical about the Odyssey.
Mhm.
That's been really fun for me. But yeah, for right now, My Friends Over You.
All right, for real this time.
Okay.
What's your go-to arcade game and why?
Okay. And these are anonymous, right? So
These are all anonymous.
We're not calling anybody out of here. But thank you guys for the questions again.
Yeah.
Go to arcade game. Time Crisis.
Yeah.
Time Crisis 1 or 2.
Okay.
Because me and Gabe dumped quarters into
Mhm.
that game like when we were kids.
For me, it absolutely depends on the mindset I'm in and why I'm in the arcade.
Ooh, okay.
But usually, like if I see Simpsons Arcade, I'm
Oh yeah.
there. I'm there.
Solid.
Like if I see Simpsons Arcade, I'm there. But like if Street Fighter 2 or Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is on the way to the Simpsons,
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna get sidetracked.
Quick little detour.
Or like any of the wrestling arcade games, I'll probably take a pit stop. But that's probably about it. And then afterwards, it would be Time Crisis, House of the Dead, stuff like that. But I
NBA
think
Jam is up there for me too.
yeah, definitely. All the other sports games too.
Like Blitz.
Blitz is definitely a good one. The NHL, Wayne Gretzky's games are pretty fun.
Are you a pinball machine guy?
Of course.
Yeah.
Love pinball.
What's your favorite pinball machine?
Metallica Pinball. Come on.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah, Metallica Pinball is good.
I like the Addams Family one.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite ones. I think both the digital presses in Westfield and the one in Red Bank I think have that one. So
Yeah.
I'm always super stoked when I see it there.
Mhm. 8 on the Break had Metallica.
Oh,
So I
okay.
used to play. And then that also goes into like the rhythm games. Like they had DJ Max Technica that I would play a lot too. They had the Street Fighter 4 machine, so I would play that
Ooh,
as
yeah,
well.
of course.
But like go to right off the bat, it's got to be Simpsons.
Do this like 20 years ago. I think DDR is pretty up there for both of us.
I think so.
When we were still in
Shape.
Yeah, basically before life, took
Yeah.
us down,
Exactly.
and my knees are shot.
Right.
But yeah, DDR was up there for me as well too. That's a good one. Ooh, you remember what the what was the one that had like the two sensors that go like up? You wave your arm above it and below it. Do you remember that? It was also a rhythm game.
No.
I think they have it at 8 on the Break. But it's basically the top down DDR style
Right.
notes one. But yeah, you wave your hand above. There's like a sensor above and below,
Hmm.
and it's kind of cool. So it felt basically you were in like a one person rave.
Yeah.
It was very fun to play. Yeah, Time Crisis 1 and 2 for me.
For sure.
Enough to the point that where Gabe and I bought that game when it came out on PS1.
Yeah, you did. I remember it.
Had to. So good. What's the next one you got here for the guest questions here then?
You want me to keep going?
Yeah,
or-
let's do 2 and then we'll switch over to the other ones as well.
I have 4 total.
Okay, cool. I got a couple in the messages here. Let me pull those up as well then while you're gone.
What's the single most difficult thing you've achieved in gaming? Getting to master in Street Fighter 6 has got to be up there. Clearing I want to say problem is I played a lot of World of Warcraft, but we weren't successful in World of Warcraft. So like it's not like, oh yeah, we did Molten Core. Everybody else did. We never even set foot in Blackwing Lair. What else did I do?
Single most difficult thing achieved in gaming.
It's probably that. Like and how I got there was crazy. Like I got into Master on like a 14 game win streak. I went through all of Diamond with boosted XP
Okay.
to get to Master.
Gotcha.
That's why I'm like hard stuck here because like I don't belong here.
You're a false master, basically.
Yeah, I'm like a false master rank. But now, yeah, so that's probably it because I've never hit max rank in like any game ever.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, this is a shared one between me and Gabe. I'm pretty sure this is not like me embellishing the story. Gabe and I cleared Time Crisis 2 on one play.
Nice.
Like, because that game's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like on some parts, when you see the specifically the red enemies that are more accurate, you know what I mean? Like you see them on screen, you're supposed to get off the pedal, hide into cover right off the bat, right? I'm pretty sure like one time my parents only gave us $1 each. And like, Time Crisis is like a 50 cents game or a dollar game. I'm pretty sure we cleared it once in like one credit only. I think we beat it.
Damn.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. And we were, probably like young teenagers or like tweens kind of thing. Like we were kind of young when we did it. So I was like, but we played that game so much that we kind of like learned it. You know what I mean? And we just we basically played like bitches the entire time, if I remember correctly. If not that one, if I'm remembering wrong, and if Gabe follows up with like, no, we didn't do that. I'm like, okay. I want to say that beating Legend of Dragoon for the first time as a
Yeah.
kid, because that was like a couple 100-hour RPG. You know, like again, like probably early teenager, not exactly smart. Like
Right.
I was like, I basically played like a bitch for that one too. But like I remember that one was like final battle took like 2 hours,
Mhm.
so it was a lot of just like constantly thinking, trying to like like predicting what's gonna happen next. RPG for like a dumb kid, rough, honestly
Right.
rough to handle. And a close second for me is unlocking the kid in Super Meat Boy.
Yep.
Because that one, I told you about that one. Because I remember we were in Xbox chat when that happened.
Yeah.
So at least for a little bit, because that took me like 4 hours to do. So unlocking the kid in that one, right? From what is it? I Want to Be the Kid.
I want to be the guy.
Yeah, I Want to Be the Guy is the game. So he's a guest character in Super Meat Boy, and he has like what is it 3 stages, and they're just massively brutal.
They are 3 I want to be the guy stages. And
Yeah.
It's insane.
And that one, I remember like putting it down for like an hour, like while the game was running, because I don't want to lose the spot, right?
Right.
And I remember like 45 minutes, like putting it down, going downstairs, grabbing a bite to eat, and coming back upstairs, and it's like wondering how many times the character has just died. Yeah, that took me like legitimately like, not including I guess a 45-minute break or an hour lunch. It was like 3 hours of me just grinding how to like learn that level.
Yep,
That was
yep, yep.
rough.
I full cleared Super Mario World too. Like I did like the Star World, and I did the special levels too.
Oh wow.
I mean, I did it. I was 31 years old. But
Okay.
I still did it.
Yeah, still did it. I mean,
they're still hard.
Bouncing off of that one. Yeah, beating Lion King.
Yeah.
As a grown ass like 28-year-old.
Yeah.
That game is bullshit.
Yeah.
That one and Aladdin, both
Yep.
on the Sega Genesis.
Yep.
Hard as shit. Had to
Yep.
beat him as a grown ass adult. Could not do it as a kid. Not the single most difficult thing, I guess. But yeah, for me, yeah, back to the original question. Time Crisis 2 with my
Yep.
brother.
Yep.
One play.
And I think getting to full clear, like getting the master rank
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Okay. Okay, I got one here from again. One was directly DM'd to me. If you had to play one game forever, what would it be?
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, just a live. I feel like a live service game would probably be the best
has
option,
to be.
right?
It has to be, because you could do so much stuff there. The other option would be like a cop out would definitely be like Fortnite.
Yeah.
Think about it, just because you have like the main game, you have Fortnite Festival, you have all the other, I guess, game modes that they have in there.
Is it like a game as like a platform at that point?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, like the cop out would be like something like Roblox, Fortnite, something that is a platform in itself.
Right.
Yeah, like, my initial thought was gonna be like one of my favorite games of all time, but you're gonna get tired of it
Right,
eventually.
exactly.
So for me, I had to throw in. I had to go with Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
Because like you can kind of play like a regular COD shooter. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Obviously, like there's all the custom game modes that people build in there as well too. It's like obviously it's still mostly a shooter game, but at least there's enough variety that I don't think I would get too tired of it. And there's such like a high mechanical skill ceiling
Mhm.
that like I've always got something to strive for.
Right.
I think that's like why I ended up choosing it.
Yeah, I get it. Like eventually, like you said, like eventually you get to the point where you're just tired of playing like fighting games or like a competitive game. At least in WoW, there's so many other things I can do.
That's true.
I can sit there and mine all day.
You can RP.
I could role play.
Yeah.
I could at least, and I can at least talk to people.
Yes. Yeah, that's a
Right.
big deal. Yeah. That's why I find it crazy when people are like speedrunners and they only play like one game.
Right.
I'm like, I get it. I can get like into a rabbit hole with the game, but like a single game, you know what I mean? Just like trying to learn it in and out like that.
Right.
I don't think I have the attention for that.
And especially if it's like a game that you don't love. Like people will speed run games they don't love.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. Like that's a whole level of
That's
dedication
wild.
that I don't have.
Yeah, they just want to be like, it's just about that point. It's just about the challenge.
Yeah.
And they just want to be the best at it. I'm like, no, I couldn't, I couldn't have that kind of attention or dedication to anything like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Gonna pull one up here. One of the ones that I wrote it myself. What's changed the most about the podcast since episode 1?
We're better.
Are we?
We're mostly better.
Mostly better. Yeah. I think give ourselves a little bit of credit here. I think we're better overall recording these. Changed the most about it. I want to say like I've gotten you to swing your opinion more about like the roguelike genre in general.
That is something. Yeah, definitely. That is something.
I think that's like one of the ones that I thought of is like I think I got you to change your view on roguelikes versus early on where you kind of found them as like a little bit of like an annoyance. I felt like where because a friend of mine had told me about this before, where his view on roguelikes is he doesn't like starting from zero because I feel like he doesn't make any progress.
Exactly. I
So,
agree
like,
the same way.
Yeah, okay. I felt like that maybe that's why one of the reasons you didn't like him or not.
I wrote it in the review I did for Katana, where roguelikes I don't love. Like true roguelikes are
Mhm.
tough because I feel like Sisyphus pushing the boulder up the mountain,
Yeah.
and then you come all the way back down, and you have to do it all over again. But that's why I appreciate the roguelite elements so much, because at least this time I have gloves going up the mountain,
Yeah, yeah.
or I have like a nice pair of boots now,
Yeah.
something else to make that trip up the mountain a little easier.
Got it.
And that's kind of what I needed, were those games with the roguelite elements and the permanent elements to really make it so that, like, it does feel, like you said, like, it does feel like you're at least accomplishing something.
Yeah.
You're not just running into the wall 100 times expecting different results, but it's the same thing that happens every time.
I get it. Okay, yeah. I think our workflow has definitely changed as well too. You know what I mean? Like how we approach this, because I remember we obviously came into this being like pretty like, you know, like starry-eyed and like, okay, we're gonna do a podcast, it's gonna be sick,
right?
And then we hopped into it, we started recording and started editing a bunch of episodes. We're like, oh, this is work.
Yeah.
And like, not that like we became like jaded or anything, but like, no, we realized, oh no, this is something we want to take seriously. If that's the case, then we're gonna go ahead and jump fully into it. And like, we kind of like was optimized how we kind of handle our workflow. I think that's the biggest thing, is like, we don't just run into this and just assume, okay, this is gonna be fun and easy to do. I mean, like, it is obviously, like, at its core, it's just us talking,
right?
But we also like acknowledge, like, no, we're gonna take this seriously. We're gonna give it the respect it deserves.
Yeah, like, I don't think we both realized that it can't just be a podcast anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be like a full brand.
Everything, yeah.
Right. So, like, getting the YouTube up, like, I was really good on it for 2 weeks. You know, and hey, at least I published the episodes on YouTube now.
Yeah.
But, you know, and the other thing too that kind of threw a wrench into everything, well, two things really, is that the book club, we try to go back to the book club style as much as we can.
Yeah, we try to.
But it's not sustainable, and I don't know if it's really what people want from a gaming all the time from a gaming podcast.
Yeah.
I think people really like the discussions, they like the newsy episodes, they like the opinion-based stuff. So I think that is something that we've done a lot more of, and it's something that I've been like, hey, we got to do this. Like, hey, there's a Nintendo Direct, big Nintendo Direct coming. Like, when the Switch 2 got announced.
Yeah.
I messaged you, it's like, hey, they're doing the Switch 2. We gotta
record now. Yeah,
we gotta, like, I sat in the fucking parking garage at Seton Hall University and we recorded that episode because, like, we needed to get that out. And it did pretty well, I thought. So, you know, that's kind of the thing that changed, and we luckily we were able to kind of, like, we both agreed that, hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
we should do stuff like this.
Yeah, a little bit more.
The other thing that threw a wrench in everything is you know, having a child.
Yeah.
I went and had a kid, and that kind of threw a wrench in everything. So, you know, it is what it is. But I think we've been all right.
Yeah, I think we expanded what we thought this podcast was going to be, the format, obviously. Yeah, like, I as much as I enjoy doing the bring something to the table, kind of show and tell it, you know what I mean, and discussion about it. Yeah, like, again, we do have pretty good reception on the more casual / discussion episodes. Especially, I noticed during our retention, usually the beginning part, I saw like a lot of people actually skip through the pitch and they go straight to the second half of the episode. I was like, oh, okay, that's actually, I mean, it's cool that they enjoy the discussion part.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe we have to kind of like fine tune a little bit on how we do our episodes. But, you know, as long as you guys are tuning in, we really appreciate that from you guys. So, and again, you guys are tuning in. That's the biggest thing. So.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Right. You want to pull another one from the one submitted?
Yeah. Who's the final boss in the video game based on your life up to this point? Capitalism.
Time. Life.
Boom. Deep.
All right. But yeah, honestly, I get time. Like, it's just, as a kid, we talked about it in multiple episodes about, like, longer games specifically. Yeah. We had all the time. We felt like we had all the time in the world. We can easily drop a 40-hour work week into a video game if you wanted to. Now that we're adults, you know, you have a wife and child and a job to maintain and, you know, support them. And me, I work full time as well too, and do like multiple side gigs on the side.
Right.
I gotta squeeze in some sort of enjoyment somewhere, and that's honestly like a majority of my time now is like, if we're not doing something for the podcast, and even if we are doing something for the podcast, I'm dumping like every hour lunch break I've got into said game, an hour or two when I get home while I'm doing chores. You know what I mean? It's just like not enough time, and I don't have enough energy to do all of it. So
Preach.
We just got to do what we can.
All right, clear out for this one. Why don't they make Turok games anymore? And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tell everybody to turn their volume down a little bit. I'm gonna move this a little further back.
Go ahead.
Because fucking Activision is a piece of shit. That's fucking why. Because Activision fucking sucks dick, and they had this great franchise, and they ruined it. That's fucking why there's no Turok games. Thank you.
When was the demand for Turok down? Like, because obviously the first couple ones were obviously big, and then what was the one that like turned everybody away? Because I wasn't a big Turok guy. I did play a couple of them.
I need to issue an apology.
Yeah.
It was Acclaim, not Activision.
Acclaim. Okay. So Acclaim. Sorry, we just praised you recently.
We did,
guys. What happened? What the hell happened here?
Well, to be fair, that was old Acclaim. This is not new Acclaim.
Oh, true.
I could have sworn it was Activision. I don't know. Am I?
It's the ack sound. That's probably
yeah, probably.
Okay, but Acclaim.
Right. Okay. Well, Acclaim went out of business. That's probably what happened.
Okay. Yeah. Well, wasn't like the last like Turok like kind of poorly received too though?
The one on PS2 was, yeah.
That one, yeah. Okay. Was it because it was different?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
It just wasn't. It was just, you know, it was just like a not. It was an American guy. It wasn't like a Native American guy. It was like, it was like an American dude. Oh no, he was Native American. I don't know what I'm talking about. I never played it because it just didn't seem like it didn't have the magic, and I think that's the other thing too is like the whimsy and the magic around those kinds of games
changed. Shifted.
It's different. Yeah, it's just it's not a magical, whimsical world anymore. Mm-hmm. It's reality now, and they don't have, you know, it doesn't have the same magic anymore.
Yeah, dinosaur hunting game.
Like imagine Turok now, like it'd have microtransactions.
Yeah,
it'd have a season pass.
Yeah,
it'd have, you know, just a bunch of shit that you don't want or you don't need. Still fuck Activision, but it's not their fault. Turok is gone.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this before, I think, off recording, where we talk about like dinosaur games in general. Dino Crisis.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when Dino Crisis, was it 3? When it was like in space? It was like weird. It was like a top-down shooter almost. That was like super strange. And it changed. I was like, what the hell is this? I mean, I'll play it because I'm a dumb kid. I think it was on the Xbox 360. I think it was when I played it, or yeah, something like that. And yeah, it just wasn't the same because Dino Crisis was supposed to be just Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs. That's all it was supposed to be. All it needed to be. So like Turok, I feel like, you know, possibly, at least according to you anyway, like, you know, the shift changed. The magic's not there anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it would just, I don't feel like it would hit the same. And dinosaur games in general, I don't know.
They're very niche now at this point.
It's crazy that like that's all it is for kids, for like little kids, because my son gets inundated with dinosaur stuff.
Yeah.
But after you get to like a teenage, like 10,
maybe.
11,
yeah,
that's it. Dinosaurs are like gone.
Yeah, and then it comes back when you're an adult though.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, because like, you know, like Ark is sick.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, so like if you want your you know, survival, it's a little bit different now. Yeah. It's a survival game with dinosaurs in it, so at least you get something.
I don't know. If you could tell me that they're gonna do a Turok, somebody that I trust is gonna do a Turok game, and it's not gonna have any of this other bullshit season pass nonsense and DLC and all that crap. Like, okay, there's one thing if it's 8 months, like how Elden Ring kind of had the DLC come out like a few months after.
Okay,
right?
Yeah.
If you tell me that the full game is available at launch, and then they're gonna add story DLC after the fact, I'll say
like almost like a semi live action bit almost. Or not live action, what's called like live service.
Live service? Kinda. I'll give it a shot.
But as long as there's a main game.
Right, exactly. None of that shit. No season pass, no cosmetics, none of that other crazy shit. Like if you're gonna do cosmetics, it's all unlockable in the game.
Yeah.
Like old school, like an old school game. Not a money grab. But I don't trust a lot of, especially like the modern AAA developers to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they wouldn't even take the shot at it at this point.
Right. And I don't think an independent or like a AA or single A developer could afford to put out a game like that and have it reach the success that the first couple of games did on N64.
Yeah. Like we talked about it during the spiritual successor episode.
Yeah.
Where like, unfortunately, something may be just too niche at this point where like it's hard for them to take a swing at it. You know what I mean? And like to recoup, even if they're not a AAA studio, people got to get paid for their work. You know what I mean? Even if it's like a smaller indie studio or AAA studio, it's going to be a lot of time to dev and create something that's going to be similar, at least similar in concept, I guess.
Yep.
And then hopefully appeal to a lot of people. Like, what was that dinosaur like shooter game that you played that was like the Capcom game?
Oh, Exoprimal.
So like obviously very different.
Yeah.
But like it's a weird niche that hit for a specific group of people.
Right.
And it like, you know, it was big for that group.
Right.
But like so many other people are like, what the hell is this?
Right.
And
exactly.
Like, not gonna take the chance on it. You know what I mean? So
right. Well, the problem was they charged you $60 for it.
That's true.
And it should have been a free to play game. It had all the makings of a live service game.
Maybe 30. Maybe 30.
Maybe, but then
if they need to have that kind of injection of cash to like recoup something first initially.
but then I better be able to unlock all the characters
Yes.
and get all the skins and all the beta versions of the characters
Mm-hmm.
for that $30. The problem was they made a great free-to-play live service game without making it free-to-play.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think just in this modern like landscape of video games at this point,
Right.
it just doesn't make sense,
No.
which is unfortunate.
I know.
Unless you find some sort of like, you know, AA or crazy indie team that makes something like the Expedition 33 game. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, we hit here. You know, they have to make it like it may be niche, but for some reason it just hits some crazy like, you know, spike of popularity kind of thing, which brings it into that like normie territory. It's like, oh, I'm gonna break away from I hate to shit on these people. I'm gonna break away from COD or from 2K. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I'll try out this game that's not in my wheelhouse. And then, you know, it's got to be something that hits super hard, basically, at this point.
Well, we'll go back to it. You saw how it was with Elden Ring.
Yeah.
People from all corners of the internet were playing Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Even though they wouldn't have played Dark Souls or Bloodborne specifically, they're playing Elden Ring just because everybody else is. So,
expand the question a little bit. If you had to take a shot at which studio could make a Turok that you think wouldn't be hated, who could do it?
I don't know. Who do I want to make it, and who do I think would make it not be hated are two different questions. Because I want Capcom to make it.
Of course.
Of course I want Capcom to make it. Or just let Kojima fucking do it.
Ooh.
A Kojima Turok game
Just
would be fucking sick.
just let him go full weird with it.
Yeah. Or obviously like Suda.
Yeah.
Let Suda 51
Let's just
do
get
it.
real weird.
Right. But none of those games would be actual Turok. Like I think Capcom
No.
would be the closest to an actual Turok game. Hell, Acclaim's back. Let Acclaim
True.
get it. Go find the remnants of Iguana Studios and go fucking do it again.
I was thinking Gearbox.
That would be good.
Yeah. I mean,
It
there's
would be a goofy. It would be kind
it'll
of a
be goofy.
game.
Yeah. And I think they're still shitty.
But,
If I remember correctly. Like, I'm pretty sure there's still a little bit of heat. But I think Gearbox like does weird enough stuff that they could do it.
Mhm.
I think that'd be interesting if they took a swing at that. But yeah, Claim, get on it.
Oh, so the remnants of Team Iguana or Iguana Studios are now with Team 17 in England.
Okay,
So there you go. Go get them.
guys, get on it, please.
Go get it. Yeah, there you go.
We'd like a new Turok game. Oh, sorry, that was me. Was that me?
That's okay. I think it is.
Okay.
Because mine's on mute.
Okay.
Because I'm a responsible podcaster.
Yeah, we've been doing this for 3 years.
Right.
I should know how to do this already. Okay.
That's all the questions from NGL. So thanks for that,
Okay.
everybody.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So again, thank you guys for the NGL stuff. I have a bunch of here that people just DM'd me because, no offense, you guys can't read. Just there was a link on the story. Please click on the link. Okay. Here I got one here from the ones that was sent to me. Do you remember what your first recording session was like?
We were nervous.
Yeah.
We didn't know what was going on.
So our first recording was in 2022, early 2022, like February or March. Because remember, technically our first episode was not the dated one in Spotify because we did technically upload to SoundCloud initially,
Yeah.
and I think we pushed out to a couple other smaller things, but not specifically Spotify.
Yeah.
Might have been like I think it was like late February, early March. A little nervous, a little bit directionless as well too. We had
Right.
we had the concept down. But I know for sure I was very rambly. I mean, I still am, to be fair.
Right.
But I think I got a little bit overzealous in trying to explain and get really into the nitpicky details of
Right.
Specifically, we talked about it before. You don't have to listen to it. Slay the Spire. That was our first
Right.
episode. You could definitely hear that was a rough episode. Like now, in terms of like the flow of the episode or the podcast episode. But yeah, definitely nervous. I wanted to get really, really nitpicky and into the weeds kind of thing. And I think it just did not make for a good podcast episode at all.
Well, it must have because everybody started there.
Yeah,
So.
and it's funny because like we tell people not to start there, but that still is like our most listened to episode
By far.
by like a long shot.
Right.
Which again, thanks again for listening, but just skip over to the next one.
It gets
please.
better, I promise.
Please, it does. I think even our second recording
Yeah.
was like way better, and like in terms of our flow and how we did it. Actually, I have a follow up here. Actually, then that I can kind of ring into this one. This one was sent in as well too. What is your recording setup?
It depends. If we're doing it in person, it's the way you have it now.
Yeah, so it's well, I guess we'll do a little bit of a. I have another question here that was sent in. It says, "What is your gear?" So I guess we'll kind of cover a little bit of everything here.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so our main microphones are Samsung QX9s or QXU. I used to work at a music store, and I was able to buy these I bought one as employee discount forever ago, and then I ended up buying a couple more. With a little bit of help from my former coworkers or friends that I've made when I was working there, because I was there for like a couple of years, so got those on pretty good sale or pretty good deals on them. The usual boom arms. That's like it doesn't really matter. Just buy if you want to do a podcast, just buy any sort of boom arm. It doesn't really matter. Just get it away from your table. So if you do have to type something, just get it away from your keyboard. My interface is it's changed over time. It was the Scarlett, like everyone always has like some sort of Scarlett item. I'm using a solid state Logic 2 Plus now, which is I just like the sound of it. It has a nice little preamp on it, makes it sound nice and warm. The voices anyway. And for editing software, Jeff, you use Audacity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So nice and simple. Everybody, if you do want to start a podcast, it's free. Just go do it if you just go out and do it. And then for me, I use Cubase 9.5 Pro, which I also got as a discount when I was working at a music store. For this one, yeah, it's like basically if you wanted reaching to another one, I can bundle into here, is if I wanted to start a podcast, what should I do? Record. It doesn't matter what equipment you're using. Just record yourself, make content, and put it out there.
Just start.
Yeah, that's. I have other friends who asked me about doing podcasts. The biggest thing is actually start doing it, because I remember when we talked about it the first time, we kind of just jumped in. Like maybe like 2 weeks later, we actually went to our first recording. We didn't really want to dilly dally.
Yeah.
So just don't stall. Don't think about it too much, and just actually start doing it. You can do it on your phone, headphone microphones if you want to do that. Like the earpods, the microphones on those are perfectly fine, and most people's regular phones, if you have a Samsung or an iPhone, the built-in mic is pretty good. Just record it on there. Everyone has a voice memo recorder. Just do that and just start doing it.
Yep, that's it. Just start and just stay consistent. Don't get frustrated.
When we started, I was using a G-Track microphone. And what were you on before when we started?
I had the little Snowball.
Snowball, that's what it was. Yeah. And then eventually you got the G-Track.
Yeah.
Which was a nice little bump in sound.
Definitely.
In quality. And I went to a handheld microphone, the Samson Q7, I believe it was. It's like a $60 microphone, just like a handheld. If you've ever been to like a wedding, you know what I mean, and like somebody has a microphone plugged into the mixer right then and there, that's probably what it is if they're running relatively cheap but sturdy equipment. Again, don't worry about the hardware. Like if these questions are specifically asking specifically what we use, but go out there and just record with whatever you got and just use it.
Yeah, you can always upgrade over time.
Yeah. That's another thing too. When I do the interviews, I guess let me touch on those. I use the what is it called? Like the DS50X, I think it is, from Tascam. It's like a handheld recorder. So I have the 50X, I believe. Again, don't quote me on the model number, but that one has 2 microphone inputs that I use for interviews, so that I can kind of isolate when I'm actually in a convention. So you don't hear all the background noise. And then I gave you the DX20, I think it was, which is again just like a handheld recorder. That one I had since I was in college, to record my trumpet playing in my in the practice rooms. So yeah, I mean, if you need a piece of equipment, check out like the Tascam handheld recorders. Those are perfectly fine. Again, they sound good. They don't clip, super easily because they're meant to deal with loud volume. You'll see the bigger one, the DX50. If you know anybody who does weddings, those are usually used by photographers or videographers. Usually recording like the DJ or the reception or even the ceremony itself. They'll usually be next to like the podium if there's whoever's officiating the wedding. So if you need equipment to do this, but again, just go out and start doing so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me see. So I covered like 4 questions there from some of the asked questions from the people. Let me pull up a couple ones from the ones that I figured out here. I wrote up myself. What's the most surprising gaming news or trend we've covered?
I guess the Switch 2 getting
Switch
launched.
2? That was a big deal.
That was a big one. Let me see what else. Maybe
Triple I think that was for me.
Yeah.
I think for me it was surprising, like that there was essentially a group, right? I don't know what it's like. I mean, they call themselves the Triple I Initiative, right? But they're kind of just like a group of a bunch of indie developers, kind of just coming together and pushing news out for a bunch of indie games, which is really interesting. Which is, I guess, big because we did have that swing in terms of like people are really getting tired of the AAA crap that's been going on, and indie games have been doing pretty well as of the last couple of years. So I think that's for me is the most surprising thing.
Yeah.
I think the trend of indie games really like taking off.
And the horse girl app
That
that continues to dominate our listener or our listening statistics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you dove any deeper into those?
Oh yeah. I play every day.
Yeah, I still play it. Yeah, I still play it, and I've watched the first season now.
I've been looking at
It's
have a
good.
new anime. I know.
It's
I know
so good.
I know it is.
The animation's nuts. Like that's the. I mean, like, I showed you the clip of it, but yeah, I dove more into it. First season's good. I want to watch the movie next. Because I heard the movie animation is beautiful. So
They have a new series.
Yes. Yeah. I'm just kind of again. There's no particular order for it either, so it's kind of nice. You can kind of watch it in whatever order you want. So nice, really relaxed to watch for me. So that's always fun. This one I got from the listener base. Which game sparked the best debates between us?
Oof. I think it's a lot of the top lists.
Yeah.
Get us going. I think that's what always manages to get us going back and forth.
Yeah, because it's obviously it's opinion based. That's a big thing. We can kind of like explain what it is that we liked about it, and see if we can kind of make the case for the game that we chose or whatever, the controller, the game, whatever. Because we did what? We did controllers. We did personal favorites, like our favorite third kind of game thing as well too. Best debates. Because we don't really debate a whole lot. We'll discuss stuff. We're never really like anchored in our own kind of like position here. We're always willing to hear the other guy out, obviously.
Right, and we have a lot of the same opinions on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah,
so
we try to be as open minded as we possibly can for it. So, I guess the biggest separation here, I guess like for you was like a little more kind of like zooming in a little bit more here. Specifically like Crypt the Necrodancer for you. I remember you were really not about.
That shit was ass. That shit was so frustrating.
Never went back to it?
Never in my life.
Okay.
Never will. No, the thing that we always get not mad at each other, but we always talk about is like when we rank the Mario games.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because you love what?
3.
3.
3 is my jam.
3 is also my jam, but I also really like Mario 64 and Mario World. And I feel like that's kind of where and like Mario versus Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we get, because I love Donkey Kong Country more.
I'm more of a Mario guy.
Right. So that's where we get to, I think.
Yeah, again, the debate-wise, not a whole lot, because again, Jeff and I are pretty open-minded here. I feel, we try to be open-minded anyway. We'll have disagreements on, like, again, the type of game, but that's really about it. Because again, like, I think actively, like, the only time I've never actually had, like, shit on a game that you gave me.
Right.
Like, I may have disliked, what is it, Killer is Dead?
Yeah.
But, like, it wasn't completely bad. It wasn't my jam. That's all
Right.
it was. If we could redo one gaming topic with what we know now, which one would it be?
Ooh, that's a very good one. I don't know. Let's look.
Slay the Spire.
You think?
I would just want to redo how we did it.
Yeah.
Like, just a little bit more focused. I was super rambly in it. That episode was like 2 hours long. And it was just me, basically.
Because you loved it, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I haven't played it since.
Oh, damn, nothing?
No.
Okay.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. I did play it for a little more after, and then I forget what. I think Balatro is what, like, definitely put,
true.
the knife into that game for me.
Yeah, deck builder roguelikes, that makes more sense, I think, for you specifically.
Right, because I'm like, why would I play this game that, like... I'm waiting for you to finish drinking because I'm going to say something.
Go ahead.
This game doesn't have 2 pairs, and this game does have 2 pairs.
Okay.
Why would I play this game?
Okay.
Why would I play that game that doesn't have poker hands and gambling?
Let's go gambling.
Yeah. That's a different game.
Yeah.
We're going to get to that.
We're going to get there eventually, yeah.
We're going to get to that because I've played the shit out of that game.
Yeah.
That game's fun.
I've held off because I know you want to talk about it.
Yeah, I do.
And, like, I don't think you understand how hard it's been. Every time I see it on my Steam list, I'm like,
yeah,
I could dive in right now.
Yeah,
it's
my fault. It's my fault.
I have actively not installed it on my Steam Deck or my my RG Ally.
It's fun.
I want to play it so bad already. Just get around to recording that episode already.
I'm looking through.
Yeah, for me, Slay the Spire. I think it's just because, like, again, I rambled too much and I just took over the episode and just didn't let you get a word in edgewise.
I wish we did Ghost Runner earlier. I wish we did Ghost Runner before I had my child.
Yeah, before time
because
got eaten up.
Yeah, because I feel like that would have gone a lot better
Mhm.
if I had the time and the consistent time to play that game.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, again, we talked about it before. Like, time is the biggest, my
Yep.
personal final boss at this point currently.
Exactly.
Let's see here. Who's more likely to go on a tangent?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
just that.
Yeah. I think I
we
don't
both
think
go.
it's,
We both go off.
I don't think it's I don't think it's either or.
I'll definitely ramble more.
Maybe,
Yeah,
but rant is definitely a 50-50 shot.
yeah. When like we've had a couple during the episodes where like someone will say something that like one of us is super passionate about.
Yeah.
We'll go off on it, and the other person will just be like, "I'm gonna kick back a little bit, then let you just kind of go off and do your own thing."
I just screamed at Activision for 30 seconds straight, and they weren't even involved with the game. So, like, clearly, I'm not free from sin here.
Mm. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
You know,
we're just yes. I don't think it's either one of us is more likely to go on a tangent.
we're both from New Jersey. We can't help it.
Yeah, we're just built angry.
Right. You try driving with New Yorkers on the fucking
Yeah,
road,
dude.
and you see
New
how it
Yorkers,
goes.
like Pennsylvania people,
Right.
learn how to drive. See, that's the tangent we both went on. Here we go.
Okay.
See, look at that. Who gets the most hate in your podcast episodes? I've told you I've gotten a lot of comments about some of my takes.
I haven't heard anything about.
You haven't heard anything?
Nope, I haven't heard
Okay,
anything.
so
about
clearly it's me. People are just shitting on my opinion, apparently.
Damn, get fucked.
For me was the Yu-Gi-Oh! Both Yu-Gi-Oh! Episodes.
Oh, that's why.
I got ripped on for both of those.
Get fucked.
Yeah, all of you go fuck yourselves. Play a real card game.
Oh yeah, play fucking Magic.
Yeah.
6 fucking hours to play one goddamn game.
Yeah, I definitely got I've definitely gotten more, not like hate, but like definitely got like some like
Get good.
unsavory comments.
Yeah.
We'll call it that. I also got a lot of shit for my controller comments. I was shitting on the GameCube controller,
Yeah,
and like
Yeah.
I know like people love that controller.
I know.
I like that controller for specific things, but in general, I'm like, this controller is ass. Like, I just did not like this controller. Like, the older that I got them, like, the less I am willing to pick up a GameCube controller.
Right.
So
Where's the other front shoulder button?
yeah, that's a big one.
Where is it, Nintendo?
It ruined how I hold controllers.
Yeah.
It really did.
Well, to be fair, the Super Nintendo ruined how I hold controllers because I can't hold it with like my pointer and my middle finger on there.
Okay.
I can only hold the controller with my
pointer on.
with the pointers on. Right.
Yeah, for my left hand, I only use the pointer. For and right hand, I'll use both.
Yeah.
So like again, the GameCube ruined it for me personally. So there's that. But yeah, like for me, I've gotten more of the not hate, again, just unsavory comments towards my opinion.
Just
so.
the poo-poo comments.
Again, if you fucking don't like my opinion, make your own podcast.
Right.
Fuck you. We already told you how to do it.
Yeah.
Get on it. What episode are you most proud of?
A little bit of number 1.
Let me pull up Spotify real quick
Yeah.
so I can see what.
A little bit of number 1. A little bit of the year end, like all the milestone episodes, I think, because it's just like a testament to us sticking around and doing this thing.
Yeah, those are like feel good moments for us.
Exactly. And like when an episode hits, so like Kingdoms of Amalur still hits.
That
hard.
gets good views. Again,
Yeah.
thank you guys for tuning in for that one. Like that one's really popular.
Right. So like, you know, when you find something that connects with your listener base, that's something that is really like important, right? I think.
Yeah.
I also think like you going to PAX and doing all that stuff is pretty cool.
I was gonna say probably like the PAX episodes are for me like pretty proud of because like those are fun because I get to do interviews.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not a good interviewer personally. I don't
Right.
believe anyway because I don't really have an experience in doing so. But it's fun talking to like the devs or the even like the media teams for those games, and just like letting them talk about what they made. You know what I mean? Like again, like maybe I should ask more questions and kind of do more with it. But like I'm proud of the fact that like I get to go out and do stuff like this. You know, and actually people fuck with us. You know what I mean? Like again, some of the dudes there actually know who we are.
Yeah.
Like they've seen us on their like recommended playlists on like
See?
Spotify
That's pretty
or
cool.
Apple Music.
Yeah.
So like it's cool.
The other one that I am so fucking proud of is episode 69 when we did the horny games.
That was a very fun episode.
That
for
was
us.
my magnum opus. When I saw we were getting a 69, and I was like, we got to do horny games.
Yeah.
For 69.
I'm not gonna lie. Here's a little bit behind the scenes for this. I was actually like ready to do a little bit of pushback. I was like, do we do this? Do we go all in on the degen shit?
Yes.
And Jeff was like, yes, we do absolutely do this. We have to.
Right.
We're man children. We have to make the funny sex number. We have to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And I just thought that shit was so funny.
Mm-hmm. It was a fun episode. It was a really fun episode.
It was funny. Yep.
I think also the emulation, ports, and piracy episode.
Yeah.
We're really, again, we're passionate about video games, right? That's kind of the whole, that was the initial basis of this entire show to begin with.
Right.
Talk about video games. And us talking about like the preservation of these games, the making it so that like these games don't just fade out into irrelevancy at some point. We do it. We obviously we play games, we preserve them ourselves.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's it's a big topic. It's a big point for me. Like, I don't ever want to stop gaming in my whole life. And like, it feels terrible when I find a game from my childhood and I realize I can't get this ever again. Like that it sucks.
Or it's difficult to get ever again.
Yeah.
And especially for me, like, so growing up, I mean, we played a little bit of the sports games together, but like I played old sports games, and to me, those are so valuable. But to the rest of the gaming community, old sports games are like a nuisance more than something that should be appreciated, right? And like, and I know now, look, like you talk about like the Xbox One, PS4 sort of era sports games and how they've declined and all of that. But like, I remember Madden's on the, like the PS2, Xbox original era, and even like the 360. Those were like cultural events, man.
Yeah.
Because you would get the soundtracks and you would hear the bands and the artists on the soundtracks. The games would be different. They'd have new elements. You'd get the new rosters, right? Which is a common criticism, but like they felt different. But it was also like I said, like you got the music. You learn new bands from, or you rediscovered a band that you liked from back then. But because now you're playing this game 20 years later, it's like I haven't listened to Matchbox Romance in a long time.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? Or it's like, so Madden 10 is one of my other favorite Maddens, and they have a
good Madden
Tupac song called fuck, I forget the name, but I never heard that Tupac song before, and I really like that Tupac song because I heard it. And like Painkiller, right? They had Painkiller on that soundtrack.
Yeah.
They had a couple of other really good songs on that soundtrack. From bands that like System of a Down. They have a System of a Down song on there. Can't See Me is the Tupac song.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You have Aces High by Iron Maiden is on there too. My favorite Iron Maiden song now.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a lot to do with hearing that song at 2 a.m. in franchise mode.
Yeah.
Playing Madden. So like for me, preserving those old sports games is so important because number one, people worked on it.
Of course.
Number two, the cultural impact that those games had.
It's like a time capsule almost.
Right. It is. It is absolutely like a time capsule too. Just think about, and now as time goes on and we start to lose a lot of those players, like you have, guys like Rudy Johnson and Marion Barber are no longer with us, right?
Yeah.
So to keep their memories alive, you can go back and you can play those games, right, with them in it. It's just a whole bunch of things. And like I said, I know, I'm preaching to a lot of people that probably don't give a shit and they see these games as just filler and stuff that should go in like a landfill. But like, I don't know, man, they mean a lot to me.
Yeah,
so.
No, absolutely. Like, I mean, yeah, speaking of like, the whole landfill thing, like because I again, like retro hunting, like it's funny, like I'll find a lot of the older sports games in like droves, like bins full of the same title from like, like I'll find like NFL 2004. And I'm just like, I remember this was one of the first sports games that I cut my teeth on. Like when I really got into sports games,
Yep.
And I'm just like, damn, it's like wild. People just kind of throw this away and just ignore it from this point on.
Yeah. Well, think about it. We worked at GameStop.
Yeah.
You saw the back rooms.
Oh yeah,
filled to the brim with NBA 2K.
They're the biggest sellers, and then but once the next one comes out, they're
gone.
Yeah, they're out of people's minds basically.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's like the big thing for like us in terms of like one of the episodes because of the emulation and preservation aspect of video games. I think that's why like that's one of the episodes I'm really proud of for us to talk about. And again, we got really good reception on that one too.
Yeah,
because so clearly a bunch of you guys also emulate and pirate. So
acquire.
Sorry, a little bit of crime.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. But so getting cool. So like we're not the only people, obviously, doing it and wanting to play some of these older titles, and
Right.
especially because like it is nostalgia. It brings you a lot to like a easier time. Again, we were kids. We didn't have to worry about as much life and daily shit.
Right.
So you get to just go ahead and just enjoy yourself for a little bit. So yeah, I think that's why I'm proud of that one. That was a fun episode to do. And again, just a pure discussion one. So that's also why it probably did pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, any unreleased or scrapped episode ideas that never saw the light of day?
There have been a few.
For on your end, or for both of us? I'm trying to think like
There was one game that we did the first part of and we never finished it.
Oh,
I don't remember what it was. It was one game.
Let me pull it up here real quick. I've got
and I know you had games that you gave to other people that we never did.
Yes. I guess I'll talk about that one, I guess. So we wanted to have our friend Tim on, and just because he moved out of state, he was really busy, job changes and all this other stuff. We never got to record with him. We might one day get him onto the pod, or even maybe I'll give you the game that he wanted to play. The game was called, what was it? Castle of Alchemist, I think it was called.
That's it.
There we go. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that was like that one I still definitely want to talk about that game at one point. That was a really, really fun title, indie game made by like 3 dudes. Castle of Alchemist is like a tower defense game where you get to play this roided up medieval soldier, basically.
Nice.
A lot of replay value, because you're playing the same stage over and over again, but you're unlocking more weapons as you play the game, basically. And you get to set traps, you know what I mean? Like glue traps, fire traps, arrow traps, or needle traps, kind of like very Indiana Jones-esque kind of thing. Yeah, that's one of the ones that got scrapped just because, again, like our friend moved out of state and just didn't have the availability for it, basically. I'm trying to think of anything else we scrapped.
I know there's one, and I don't remember what it was. But it was you gave it to me, and it just wasn't working. And then we got busy with other stuff.
Was this around when your son was born?
It might have been.
I don't know. Yeah, okay. So that would have been like 2 years ago. So maybe it's a little harder for me to find now at this point. But yeah, I mean, editing the con here. I remember what it was after we had finished recording and Jeff had already left. It was Apex Legends and Valorant. I was trying to get Jeff into competitive shooters again. And it was around the time his son was born. So Jeff actually had no availability to play any sort of live action games. Yeah, we definitely not scrapped them because we thought they were bad ideas. I think it was more just like, it just didn't click, or time just
we don't have time for this shit.
Yeah.
And also it would be like, I remember it too, that it would be like, oh, we want to touch on this show, or like an awards show was coming up or something like that.
I think it was early on where we weren't sure if we were going to do like current news stuff, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, because I think we only started doing like the award shows like last year.
Yeah.
So maybe that might have been it, because we were like not sure if we wanted, because so again, we've done Peak Spawn Trends before, but like we record these usually like 2 to 4 weeks in advance.
Yeah, we try to bank them
just so we also don't burn ourselves out.
Exactly.
So like we're worried about if something happens, we don't have the availability to record right then and there, discuss what it is, and then put it out in a timely manner. A little bit of like SEO management here, obviously, but also like we don't want to hit news super late, because then it's like, who's gonna click on us? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, and like I'm sure that a lot of topics have already been discussed fully, so there's kind of like no point for us to kind of join into the fray at that point. Sports, I think we only started doing recently, just
recently, yeah,
because we weren't sure about the reception of us breaking really away from like media, basically.
Right. Pop culture media,
yeah. So I think that's really what it was. But again, like in terms of scrapping, that would have been really it. Like the one gaming episode with our friend Tim, and again like a show we tried to do, we just never got around to it. I think it was, for the most part, I don't think we're going too far out of our wheelhouse to like have to scrap something where it's like, oh, this is not working, kind of thing.
Exactly.
There are times I've definitely re-recorded episodes though. I don't know about you, on your end, or if you reconfigured a topic. Because I've re-recorded like Andor.
Right.
Because the first time we recorded that with other Jeff and the Sandman, both of his episodes actually, because those were shows. So I was not sure how to tackle those. So initial first recording for both of those, we basically full recapped an entire season, which was like 2-3 hours basically, And I was like, this is not gonna happen. So we ended up re-recording it and kind of talking about the overall arcs instead.
Yeah. Yep.
Which we did I think we did okay with Daima.
Yep.
Like that one, I think was kind of like the sweet spot so far we've hit with the show. Yeah, the show suggestions basically. But the first two, Sandman and Andor, Jeff and I should have had to re-record.
Yeah.
Both of them.
The first of its kind too.
Yeah.
So.
First attempt at it. So that's kind of what it was. But again, it wasn't fully scrapped. It just had to be redone, basically. That's all it was. I wanted to do albums or our personal music taste.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We should do music.
I don't know how we want the. I think the biggest reason why we've kind of not scrapped it, but postponed the idea, or at least I postponed the idea, was I have no idea how the hell to go about it.
Right. We'd have to narrow down our musical tastes to like 4 or 5.
Do we go with like the Tumblr 3x3?
We might have to.
Do you remember that?
Not at all.
No.
So I have Tumblr.
It is literally neither did I. So basically they would just do like a grid of 3, like you would just pick 9 things to put in there. I don't think it particularly was like a ranking or anything, but it's like, oh, these are the 3x3 that explains me kind of thing.
Right.
So I think that maybe that's how we can do it, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and I feel like we'd have to separate. I don't know if we have to separate video game music from like actual music, not actual music. It feels weird to say that.
Like commercial.
Personal music taste versus like video game music. Yeah, I feel like that'd be a fun episode to do as well. Too.
That'd be tough.
Best video game soundtracks.
Oh yeah, that'd be tough.
Yeah,
it's something we should do.
Again, not scrapped. We haven't found a way to approach it.
Right,
yet.
that's exactly the way to put it. Is it's not scrapped because we never started it.
Yeah,
because we don't know how to start it. So if you have an idea, let us know.
Yeah, please just leave us a comment on whatever the platforms are. Basically, yeah.
One of us will get it eventually.
We'll get it. Just don't yell at me, please.
Yeah,
I'm tired of it. What was the hardest episode to make and why?
Let
me see.
That's a very good question. Let's find out.
Yeah, scrolling a little bit here.
Probably the first one too, because again, it was the first one we had to get started.
Yeah,
and the second one because we had to make sure that we were on time.
Yes, because that sets the
release schedule and
the intervals. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like as much as we kind of like say we kind of like had to just commit and do it. Yeah, like getting into it the first time was like not really knowing what we're doing.
Yep.
Again, we had an idea of what we wanted to do and how we wanted to tackle it. But again, very rambly on my end. Just didn't know how to format and didn't know how to flow.
Yep.
Also, we were doing it online.
Yep.
And our first attempt was online. So we really had no idea how to time and bounce off of each other kind of thing.
Yeah.
Again, I think we got better at it relatively quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But earlier on was definitely like a little bit more of a rougher record for us.
I don't know about you, but the solo episodes are a challenge.
Are they?
Just because there's nothing to bounce off of. It's
True.
just me kind of talking into a microphone for a little while. And it's difficult for me because usually when I do the solo episodes, it's one pressing topic on my mind.
Okay, yeah, true. Yeah, yours seem to be more focused on a specific, one specific thing.
Right. You tend to gravitate a little more to other topics.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like I have one thing. It's just the difference between the two of us. Like you have a lot of different things that you want to get off your chest. I usually just have one thing that's top of mind for me that I really want to go in on.
Yeah.
But it's challenging. Like it is challenging to do that and to not make it like a 5-minute episode. Like to try to get it to at least double digits for me is tough.
Yeah, I guess for me it'd be harder to stay focused. I think for me for those ones because again I do have a lot of other shit that I really enjoy and I'm like I want to touch on everything, but then it's like okay, let me try to narrow it down to what I feel like is like actually important for me to talk about because there are definitely times when I've recorded something, realized an hour and a half had gone by, I'm like I don't recall talking about any of this. Like when I'm like in the editing, I'm just like I just went on like a 40-minute oh dude. There was one where I should have like did like a 40-minute tangent on trying to find this specific bagel spot I went to forever ago. Like I have no idea where it came from. And I was like, why did I get onto this topic? It had nothing. I think it was during the first solo episode when when your son was just born.
Yep.
And I was like, what? Why did I talk about this? And I'm just like listening to it, kind of like I wouldn't listen to this if I was paid. You know what I mean? I was like, this is such a bad recording. So I was like, I legit just removed like half of an episode. Basically, I was like, yeah, that's gone. Just get rid of that. Yeah, I think I could see the solo episodes being a bit of a rougher one because
Mhm.
but that's why actually for the solo episodes I pick 4 topics and like I won't write specifically anything about them unless I need to like refer to something, but I will just have it on my screen just so I know where the hell I am, just so I
Mhm.
can kind of go back to home base kind of thing. You know what I mean? Ooh, what's a dream guest or collaboration we still haven't done yet?
Anybody?
Anybody? Like we've had our friends on, which I think
Right.
those are fun to do. We've wanted to get some more like we wanted to get like devs in here, and I've made a couple connections with them, obviously through PAX.
Right.
But then like once I start emailing and stuff like that, it's like okay, well we're kind of in the middle of a scrum here, and I'm just
Right.
like, I'll see if I can schedule something, and then like it just never happens. And obviously because now we're dealing with stuff outside of our schedule. We have to try to
Mhm.
accommodate a guest now,
Yep.
and not just drag our friends into the recording room.
Right.
Where it's like, oh no, they're professionals. They're making a game. They've got a whole media schedule that they're trying to work on. I get it.
Yeah.
They've got a production team. They've got a whole production going on. We're the most flexible as we can be, but we also like can't throw ourselves off our own regular recording schedule and timings.
Exactly. And it's also, I've been talking about this forever that I've been working on it. Things just come up and get in the way. But I have wanted to do like interviews with
Mhm.
this branding. Like we've talked about this
Oh, yeah,
plenty
yeah.
off the microphone, and I probably mentioned it here all the time too.
We've definitely mentioned it on like what we wanted to do in the
Yeah.
like the forward thinking of the podcast kind of thing.
Yeah. I have been trying to get it started for months upon months upon months. I think now that I'm finally home and I have a nice workflow at my new gig, I think it's something we can do. I just have to start reaching out to people and doing
Mhm.
that, right? But
Yeah. Because I mean, you've done plenty of media stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
So like, you've done actual interviews, you've done conversationals, and like, you've done like a couple debates as well too on
Yeah.
thing as well on
Yeah.
screen and on camera. Yeah.
Yep. I've done a few of that stuff, but like I want to do it for us.
Mm-hmm. Because when you were doing that, was that handled by like the production company you were working for, or the company you were working for, or was that on your end? You kind of like said, you volunteered for it.
The production company was the sister company of Twin Galaxies.
Okay.
So they would reach out to us to have us on that show.
Okay.
So a lot of the times it was the other editors that would do the show more often, but because it was such like a niche that I filled, they were like, "Hey, you do the show." I'm like, "Okay."
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's what got me on that. The one time I did it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I think like, yeah, that'd be fun to do. Just more interactions with like professionals with what I mean in the industry. That'd be fun to do. I mean, again, you have the media credentials to reach out,
Right.
and it's like again, it's the biggest thing is our this isn't our life. You know what I mean? Like this is
Right.
like we would like it to be bigger part of it,
Right.
but right now we still have to handle shit. We have to handle business. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
We
I have a child.
yeah.
Placing Billy Zane. I have a child. I have a child. Please.
Yeah, I got it.
All
Again.
she has in these world.
I have a child! I have a child!
Again.
And also splice in Chris Chan. I'm working on it.
I'm working on it.
Go work on it.
I am
Do
working.
you realize?
working on it.
That's gonna pop for the 3 people who are really into Christian.
For the people that listen to Chris Chan and the Dan Levitar joke.
Yeah, oh, it's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be. You're gonna get all the references.
Yeah, I got a couple more here that the ones I
Yeah, it's getting late.
Yeah.
So
Okay, these are gonna be the last couple ones here then. What is the one moment or episode that really captures the essence of our show? Ooh.
The rules of John Wick Underworld being South Park farting on the balls.
That was John Wick 2.
That was every John Wick.
Yeah.
That was every John Wick episode. I basically just could because I had just played South Park's The Stick of Truth and The Fractured Butthole.
Yeah.
When we started doing the John Wick series of movies, and all I kept thinking about was how the rules of the underworld were just like the South Park rules.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, John Wick can't fart on somebody's balls.
It's like a kid's game, basically. Yeah.
Basically just John Wick can't fart on anybody's balls. And that's us.
Yeah.
That's me at least.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty up there.
Yeah.
Absolutely pretty up there. I'm trying to think here. Like, what would be the one that captures our essence?
And episode 69.
Yeah,
The horny games.
The horny
That's it.
games.
It's just farting on balls and
it's
horny
just
games.
us laughing. Yeah, just laughing at horny shit. Yeah,
Laughing
that's
at dumb shit. Yeah, that's it.
I'm I'm trying to think here. Like, yeah, like specifically like one episode. Like, I mean, right now, I think the perfect thing would be like episode 29, gaming habits and dad talk,
Yeah.
because that is like capturing exactly what we are now. That's almost like a time capsule of what we, like us in the moment, specifically in that moment of like us catching up on things and like how life is changing for us and how we approach video games or just in entertainment in general.
Mm-hmm.
We've had to like change how we interact with basically anything the older that we get.
Yep.
And just like, we make time for it. It's just like we have to be more aware of what we're doing with our time.
Yep.
I think that's probably I think that's my serious answer.
Right.
But yeah.
But the real answer is farting on balls
and horny games. Yeah, that's we're man children.
Yeah.
we absolutely accept that.
Yeah. It's fine.
We try to be responsible.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It don't matter.
What is one thing you wish we told our past selves when starting out?
I
think we were pretty self-aware.
Right. You're gonna get to 100 episodes, but you're not gonna get paid for this shit.
Yeah. Again, like I think us doing the 2 weeks, the bi-weekly schedule was a big maturity spot for us. I think when we first started it.
Yep.
So like I think that would have been like if we were trying to do weekly and we had to slow it down, I would have been like, okay, we should have told ourselves, earlier on, slow it down.
Yeah.
Try to maintain a healthy relationship with this thing so we don't burn out.
Yeah, I think it's been 3.5 years, and I think we've missed maybe 1 week.
Yeah, and even then, not really, because like I think we released an episode like 2 days late, and that was really it.
Right, I just kept forgetting to post it. That's happened a few times.
Yeah,
where I just forget to post it.
Or my schedule with the editing just didn't happen. Like I had a really rough week or something.
Mm-hmm.
I was gigging a lot of weddings or something. So it was just like I didn't have the time to edit. So I didn't want to put out an episode where it hasn't been edited, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, actually, speaking of which, I have a comment here. One that was sent in again, guys. There was literally a link, people.
Well, it just depended on who got the message.
Yeah.
Like either you got the message or I got the message.
Yeah. So the one here is you have mentioned editing before. What editing do you actually do? So
all right, dickhead. Here is the fucking editing.
Yeah. So okay, here's the fucking back end, I guess, of it. You fucking bastard. Fuck you.
I hope that's one of like our best friends doing it.
I imagine. Is it Jack? Fuck you, Jack. No, I've told Jack how this whole thing works. Okay, so editing wise, so a lot of people look to podcasts to be like raw conversation.
Right.
So the biggest thing that I edit is mostly mouth sounds and extremely dead air. Mm-hmm. That is really it. I don't really cut out a whole lot. Maybe a really bad tangent, like I mentioned before, or like a multiple repeated talking points. Like if I've said something and then I repeat it like 6 or 7 times, I'll chop that down. But for the most part, I leave a good chunk of this in. On average, like our recording raw audio is about an hour 45. Putting it out, it's maybe like an hour and a half on average, an hour 20. So I'm not really removing a whole lot. Oh, also mouth sounds. Like I hate hearing it in podcasts. Like when we're talking a lot, obviously our mouths dry out. You hear that sound. That I remove that. I'm gonna leave those in, obviously, but like I remove a lot of those. But for the most part, like, we're not trying to hide anything from you guys. I'm just like removing pauses. Say something like I remember one time your cat was just really needy one day.
Uh-huh.
And he was just kind of just chilling with you, and he's like, okay, hold on, buddy. Like so you had to like move him around, or like one time you recorded with your son in your lap. That was so we had to like try to keep it quiet and not have him like smack the microphone or anything. Yeah, we're just removing things that I wouldn't like to hear on a podcast, basically.
Exactly.
That's all it is. Well, like opinions wise, stuff like that, we're not removing anything. It's just stuff that annoys me when I hear it in a podcast. That's all it is. I'm not doing anything crazy here. Which one of your running jokes still cracks you up?
Farting on balls.
Farting on balls. That's it. we are an open book. We really let it out there. Farting on balls, the whole John Wick universe kind of thing.
Yeah.
For me, was
well, it's been the bit since episode 1 is say hi, Lakan, say hi, Jeff. And it's hi, Jeff. So,
it's usually hi, Jeff. Yeah, it's hi, Jeff for you specifically every time. For me, I kind of just like whatever feels good in that moment. Yeah. You know what I mean? In the last episode, I just cursed at you guys. So which I bleeped. I just made sure. I was like, let me go ahead and just bleep that. I don't want to just throw ourselves under the bus here in terms of YouTube censorship.
Hey, the explicit label is there for a reason.
Yeah. That's a fun one here. So we tried to keep the show clean for the first 3 episodes. Yeah, no, we couldn't.
Zero shot.
It's just like, was it me who broke the game?
No.
I don't remember. I don't recall.
I have to be the one to break it.
Yeah, one of us did. Yeah, but like, we tried to keep it clean. That's just a random, little behind the curtain peek kind of thing here.
Yeah, no shot.
Yeah, probably the John Wick farting on balls bit. Yeah, like the greetings in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
That's really about it. Yeah, like the run. Oh, ooh, we haven't done it in a while. Sorry for the tapping the table. Food Town. Renting video games for the Food Town.
The Pathmark.
The Pathmark. I mean, yeah, Pathmark. Yeah. That went on for a little bit. But that's just like a nostalgia bit, just for you and me.
Right.
That is a very specific.
That is a very New Jersey, nostalgia hit right there.
And specifically like
Union County, New Jersey.
Yeah, Union County is very, very specific for our childhood. That's probably one of the running jokes that corrects us up. Again, even if it's only just for us, that's
I don't need it to be for anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's I don't know. I feel like our running bits are pretty easy to keep track of anyway. Okay, this will be the last ones I think here. The last one here.
Are we out of questions, or
I've got a couple more here, but like we're just gonna try to wrap up here basically. Right. If a listener had only time for 3 episodes, which one should they hear? So I guess it's kind of almost like which is the one that encapsulates our essence, I guess.
John Wick 1,
John
Wick
Wick
2, John Wick 3, and then try him some time. Don't sleep that night. Listen to John Wick 4. Emulation and piracy, I think, is a really good one.
Let's do your 3. Let's do your 3 and let's do my 3 then.
Emulation and piracy.
Okay.
You should listen to Dragon Ball Daima because I go off the rails on Dragon Ball and how much it means to me, and I am sad because Akira Toriyama died.
Mm-hmm.
And you should listen to Bellatra, I think, because that's a game that we both really love. And I think it shines through. But those to me are like the 3. Anything really that where like we both love the games. So like the Doom games. I know this is more than 3, but for me, like those are my 3. I would say emulation and piracy, because again, it's a passionate topic for us. For me specifically, it's Dragon Ball Daima, and then it's Bellatra, because it's a game I think that is very popular. It's a very good game, and it's a game that we both really love. But basically, if you could find an episode of a game where we both really love the topic, I think those are really good.
Yeah, those are very solid episodes for us. Mm-hmm. Just the energy's high.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We're really into it. For me, I want to say I'm gonna cheat a little bit here since you threw one extra one in. Pro wrestling or the pro wrestling draft episode, the one we had Buffa on.
Yeah.
So that one's fun just because pro wrestling is kind of like just Jeff trying to bring me back into the world of it,
right? Which,
to be fair, has worked. I have been kind of tuned in. You know what I mean? Like I'm not watching or anything, but like if I see like news on it on like Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, I'm like, oh, cool, this is a thing that's happening. And like I can actually keep up with the chat in the group chat.
Yeah.
When some of our friends start talking about it, I'm like, that's cool, that's interesting. And also just having Buffa on, that was fun because like I got to be producer Jamie for an episode. And that was the first. Oh, that was funny because you had a little bit of uncomfortableness in the beginning because you were like, "Oh, it's weird. I'm not in my usual space, bouncing off of you, kind of thing."
Right. Yeah.
So you had to lead an episode with a guest for that one. That one's fun. So like I count that as like a 1.5 for that one. Number 2 for me would probably be the first John Wick episode.
Yeah.
Because I love the John Wick series, and for you were like, "Whoa, this is the dumb action that I've been like." Kind of missing out on. You kind of like you kick yourself a little bit. You're like, oh man, I missed out on this when it first came out.
And they fart on balls. Yeah.
Just dumb, like not dumb, but like really well choreographed like action movie that I'm like, this is art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like art is action specifically in art form. It's like it's highly skilled people at what they do.
Yeah.
Just me gushing about how awesome it is.
And it is. It's fucking awesome.
And then I guess for my 3rd, what would I do for my 3rd? Retro game collecting. I forgot I did that with Buffa. That was a fun episode. So Buffa and I had that was the stint when you were very fresh dad.
Yeah.
Where I had Buffa on for like 5 episodes in a row because I just needed somebody to record with.
Yep.
And I was like uncomfortable with doing like a solo episode like every other week.
Yep.
So I was like, let me just have Buff, and I can talk about a bunch of shit anyway. So
a podcast professional too. By the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, retro game collecting. Again, big thing that I'm really into. Jeff is like, Jeff's into it as well, but like not maybe it's not in the deep era end that Buffa and I are on.
The thing that I want to do now that, again, steady work and time and all of that, is I want to get the games that I always played but I never owned. So like my big thing is like I want the Power Rangers movie game for the Super Nintendo. I want like the Looney Tunes game for the Super Nintendo. I want No Mercy for N64, but that's always going to be like $70. So I'm gonna have to go find it.
I remember we talked about that before, off recording.
Yeah,
I think we actually talked during that pro wrestling draft episode where you talked about it with Buffa.
We actually didn't pick No Mercy in that. We both picked other N64 wrestling games.
I think it was an honorable mention specifically.
We had to put it. I said like if we did a graphic, we'd have to put it on the graphic so we didn't get flamed.
Yeah.
But like we both didn't pick No Mercy because he picked Revenge, WCW Revenge, and I picked WrestleMania 2000. So there you go.
Yeah. So yeah, the retro gaming, obviously another big hobby of mine. So that's why I kind of wanted to throw it in there. And also I guess I'll talk about this one with. I'm gonna throw this as an extra one. Jusant, episode 94 that I had with John. So John had been on once before that. Before that, we had the Prince of Persia episode and the live service games, I believe it was with John. But that was the first time I did like a really artsy game.
Yeah,
and we joked about it. At your expense a little bit, but like because you're like not a huge fan of the artsy.
I am not an artsy fartsy game. It would have been so funny if you gave me this game. I'd have been like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
I have the balance. This is right there. It's the little plushy guy up there, the little blue guy. I love him.
All right.
That's a cute little guy that's in the game.
Oh, he's very adorable.
Yeah, he's very cute. I think that was like one of the first episodes that I really got to like talk about video games as art specifically. Right. Where the game was open ended. Yeah. Specifically the ending was open ended. The next episode that I did with John, specifically the Stanley Parable, challenged what my understanding of what a game was more, I think. Right. But like Jusant, like again, video games as art is like the conversation that I want to have with somebody where it's like it's not about difficulty and obviously it has a very specific objective in the game. You have to play the game to actually get through it. But like it's specifically how a game can change how you even look at video games in the first place. Yep. Where it's not just like mindless entertainment. It is like an experiential thing that I want to like really look into. So yeah, I think the Jusant one as well is like one of my top 3 episodes, or again 4 at this point. Now we changed the question. The 4 episodes that you should check out. So
yeah. Let me take a look real fast. I want to see if there's anything that we didn't do that I want to do. But if that's where it ends,
from the previous question before.
Yeah. What's a game we still can't agree on? Crypt of the fucking Necrodancer.
Yeah. I've played so much of that game. Yeah. And well, the new game came out, not sequel, Rift of the Necrodancer. And that one is really, really good. I have not dumped as much time into it as much yet, but that was more level based. I think you might be more into that one than you would be specifically Crypt of the Necrodancer, because it's not exactly a roguelike. It's more of like it's learning a Guitar Hero map basically for that one. So that one may be a little different for you.
Where do you see the podcast going in the next 100 episodes? Hopefully towards us getting paid.
Big point. Yeah, that'd be nice.
I just want to keep growing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's all. How would you evolve the show if time and budget weren't limits? Video. I would want like a video editor.
Yeah.
To be able to have us do video content. Because that's kind of where podcasts are going, it feels like.
Yeah.
Every podcast that I know of at least has like a YouTube presence and has like videos. So
obviously before podcasts were an audio format primarily, where it has shifted. You know what I mean? Like I understand it gives you more of a connection to the people who are actually speaking in the podcast, so that makes sense. I understand that. I don't know. I would like to do video, but it's just like it's just more work, I think, than like we were ready for currently at the moment. Exactly. I think is what it is.
What's one risk you'd like to take with the podcast moving forward? Like I said, like I want to do more one-on-one feature style interviews with guests. I would feel kind of bad because like your involvement would be limited, if at all.
Yeah, I'm not. Again, I said before, I'm not an interviewer.
Right, and I wouldn't want you to be.
I would like to be there, and maybe if I have an interesting question or thought, I would like to. I could probably interject. But I like hearing like devs, or even if it's not the dev, like, someone who's really intertwined with the project talk about it. That'd be really interesting for me. But I would kind of be taking a backseat there. But I would still like to be there for him.
If we ended the show tomorrow, hypothetically, what would you want a legacy to be? That we compared the assassin underworld of John Wick to a children's game of farting on balls, and that the guy at the high table should have done the Mr. Krabs voice for his role.
Oh, the arbiter.
The arbiter should have done his Mr. Krabs voice because it's the same actor. John Wick, me boy.
Stop farting on me balls.
All right, end scene. That's it. That's the way it ends. Perfect. All right, if you made it this far, thank you for listening to us. Here's to another 100 episodes, my friend.
Thank you guys so much for all the support. Again, leave us a review, leave us a like, share us with your friends and family. Thank you so much for, again, we're hopefully to go for another 100 episodes and more. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care. I showed you the picture of it. This is the RG Ally.
Oh, wow. There it is. Wow, this is very nice.
So it's similar form factor. I think the grips are a little shallow for my taste. So my hand actually cramps up when I'm using the left thumbstick.
Yeah, I could see that.
But it's not a bad feeling hand device. Comes with the back buttons.
I like that.
It's Windows, so it's not the greatest.
I dig it.
I literally just set up Steam to just open up in big picture mode.
Yeah.
So it just feels like the Steam Deck basically at that point.
Yeah, that's cool.
My experiment is going to be I'm going to be bringing this and the Steam Deck to Boston for PAX.
Right.
And if I have to edit, I'm going to try editing on this.
Yes.
Because I have the mini PC, which is still hooked up down to the TV. And I'm just like, that worked out pretty well when I brought that and the mini keyboard, like the folding mechanical keyboard and the portable monitor. I was like,
no, but it'll be funny to record on that.
It'll be funny to record or edit on this thing.
Yes.
It's going to be a pain in the ass, but I'm so curious.
You gotta like film yourself doing it a little bit.